Welcome to episode 1 of a brand new series about guitar gear and guitar noises. I'm calling it Things That Are Good. And today, some things that are good are this 1990 Les Paul Custom and this Marshall 2959 that I've had modified by the legend Jason at Headfirst Amplification. This guitar I got recently, and it has a whole bunch of non-original parts. The pots have been replaced, the pickups are Gibson burst buckers, and there's non-original hardware on it, but it plays great and it sounds great, even if it is 11 pounds. I mean, come on, if you're going to get a Les Paul, lean all the way into it and get the heaviest Les Paul you can find. The Marshall was a 2959, which for anyone who knows anything about vintage Marshalls is quite a rare amp. It had a built-in spring reverb and a plate-fed tone stack. Jason essentially converted this to 1959 Super Lead specs and added some great mods. There's a very effective master volume, which I'm using today, and there is a gain stage based around the spare tube for the reverb. When I got this amp, the reverb wasn't in it, so Jason has utilized that tube that normally would have been driving the reverb to add an extra gain stage on here. If you plug into the low input though, the gain stage is bypassed. So essentially it's a super lead. And with this guitar on the bridge pickup, it's the sound that just reminds me of why I started playing rock music, which was this song. That's right, Thin Lizzy, Live and Dangerous, song number 1, Jailbreak. It changed my life, and that combination of this quite strident bridge pickup and the classic Marshall thing just sounds good. It's a thing that is good. If you take that same sort of sound and, I don't know, maybe play on the middle pickup so both of them are active, it reminds me of another song that I learnt in my formative years, which hopefully I don't butcher too much. Having the two pickups on gives you that really open, almost Gretsch kind of sound on there. Switching over to the bridge brings all that thrack and attack back into it. If I go over to the high input, I've now got an extra gain stage and a gain control on there. And to me, with the gain around noon, you sort of pivot from that AC/DC Thin Lizzy thing into something maybe a little more early 80s. I cannot remember how to play that fill for that Gary Moore song, and I'm pretty sure Gary's playing a Strat on that, but that's not the point. This is totally a vibe, and if there is one universal vibe that all us rock pigs and dinosaurs out there can agree on. It's that a Les Paul into a Marshall is a thing that is good. I'd love to hear from all of you. What are some other things that you think are good? Let me know in the comments section below. And kind of max the gain out on this amp. You know, you forget that the late 70s, early 80s guitar tones that we all love so much didn't actually feature a lot of gain, but there is something in the way this amp compresses with this guitar that just makes it so enjoyable to play. And I'm going to do that. I'm just going to play it a little bit more, give you some more audio assault on your poor eardrums. And I will say, if you like what I'm doing here on the channel and you want to support me directly, links to my Patreon and the music that I make with my band Ragdoll. Tell me about some more things that are good in your little universe about guitars, and I will see you all on the next one. We'll be right back.